Hello, everyone. This is Suzette for Cloudy Sky Today. It's September already, but here we are doing our monthly review of texts and emails just to learn more about what scams are out there. Now, let's start with a Google search because why not? So, I have reverse phone number for any strange phone numbers we got. Got a tab open for that. This was a interesting article. This is from the FTC. I've always linked them. Recognizing scams. And of course, this top article today is recognizing scams. Scammers pretend to be from an organization you know. We know they use that brand recognition, but we have a way of knowing whether they're really from the brand or not. We'll go over that. And then this one is from the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. And this is a different money transfer check scams. I know I've not covered this on this channel, so I wanted to look at this for a little bit. Now, I had to figure out what this was because, I've heard about it, but from my understanding, and I will link this article below, is that someone would transfer, contacts you, asks for help in transferring some funds, you deposit a check in exchange for money. And there are different ways they can compare you. They even have the job scam combined with this. So you get this money, you deposit it, and then you transfer money to somebody else. The issue that occurs when you're dealing with bank account and not a credit card, not that you want to do it on your credit card either, is that you become responsible for that money. So when that check eventually bounces, you're the one have to pay it back, and it's a whole rigmarole to get the police involved, but still that shortfall falls on you. So this actually goes over it. See, victims never receive what they were promised and lose any fees that they paid. And they have overpayment scam. I've even read one where some poor, small business owner had a bakery, got a custom order, deposited the check, and it was a scam. They ended up, buying ingredients and just being out of money. So, I mean, when it comes to this entering your bank account, it's a very dangerous thing. So let's get into let's start with text messages. Now, most of these have been spam and blocked because I do have this thing set up, but we're going to go through some of the spam messages. Now, brings home has enrolled you in your primary contacts. I have no idea what brings home. For burglar events, learn more. I don't know why I would get anything from brings home. HTTP bringshome.com SMS alert. We could look it up. I mean, hey, I do have. We can open another tab and find out if there's a brings home scam. And this is how I Google. I'll put in brings home scam. I'm just gonna try that. So there obviously is. It's called bringshome.com. 5 tips to avoid door-to-door imposters. And I'm just looking. Ooh. What is the brings controversy? Okay, so this is something completely different. Looking at the. Okay, let's get back to this text message. So it's bringshome.com SMS alert. I don't have that. So I don't really care that much. Can't really tell, so this one inconclusive. So let's move on to other things I have blocked. Now, this person writes me, how's everything? We're eyeing for an online position. I think I went over on my last video about the job scam alert. They probably would use a real company name. So let's come back over to Google and throw in Ascent. Can't spell today. I'm just going to put jobs. So they're a placement company, and this is very similar to the Kelly scam, Kelly Job Services scam I covered before. Of course, presidential election, so getting a lot of polls coming through. Other organization, doing their polls. Okay, I don't think I saw this one. On job, I find these so fascinating. So they're using a Deco recruiting. So this flexible part-time online job that only takes 1 hour per day and pays between $70 and $500. If you're interested, 1 hour per day, so you're getting $70 per hour, or up to $500 per hour. Very much one of those unbelievable things. Please let me know. I explain to you in detail. I just blocked that. Okay, one of my favorites, the USPS scams. And why do I say that? Look on the link, https is.gd. So we can look up what, come over here. And we're going to do, what is the .gd domain? You can buy domains for any amount. Okay, so .gd is the country code top level domain for Grenada. And what else did we see that was unusual in here? The phone number. Let's look on the area code, 506 area code. No, we're talking about the United States Postal Service, right? Oh, so we're going from Grenada, which is down in the Caribbean, all the way up to a Canadian province of New Brunswick. So I guess the call center is in 506. And just to remind ourselves, USPS.com. So, not USPS. I have nothing to verify with these people. Don't click on links that will take you down rabbit hole. I'm not doing it on my phone either. So we just looked at that one. Wow, I actually got a lot of job scams in here. Recruiter at Hyatt. So I guess this is the hotel. They need a team of flexible part-time assistants, flexible online work hours. So this remote job scam is really terrible. Daily salaries from $200, 1 hour per day, and you're going to pay that much. You only need a mobile phone or computer to do the work. You will be paid immediately at the end of each working day if you're interested. Ooh, the ever famous WhatsApp hat. And please notice, you gotta be 21 years and above. Yeah. And of course, there are just some things that are just spammy. Like somebody wanting me to burn 50 pounds in 20 days. Woo! Okay, did you see my email? Get 5 on the open. Yeah, well, that's just marketing. And of course, I get all the voting ones. So yes, this has been some text messages This was for the judges election back in August. So we just looked at some text messages. Let's go over to emails. Okay, so where am I? I'm in the spam folder. You do get a lot of solicitations also, like this Destiny credit card could be real. I don't know what this Cat's Lakabi thing is. Wow, this is interesting. So this settlement, so this catsprivacysettlement.com. You know, we can always, I mean, it seems, okay, one first things I always tell people to do. Most court things, it does have a notice and all that wonderful thing. We'll go here to make sure it's not from any strange address. So it's at a do not reply address, which I guess is pretty normal. We can also go to, we can just copy this. I'm not copying on any links, but I'm copying the first part of the name. Coming back over to Google, doing this. Because, hey, I mean, nowadays, I don't put anything past anybody. Legitimate, what was it, a lawsuit? Yeah. So this seems to be a legitimate lawsuit. I'm looking at lawinc.com. Even Reddit has a couple of people asking about it. And they're talking about another website you can verify, toplawsuitactions.com, and you can always look at it there. So, okay, that one could be legit. Okay, they're trying to sell me some endurance thing. I'm not even clicking on it, waste my time. That Destiny. Okay, so this is what they're talking about, how they like to use brands that you know. I mean, at least where I'm at, if it's not Dunkin' Donuts, it's Starbucks. So I'm going to click on this. And it says, Starbucks, congratulations, thank you for your loyalty to Starbucks. I don't have a loyalty card to Starbucks. I have one for Dunkin' Donuts. Don't tell Starbucks. But if you look on the name that is under, you'll see it doesn't say .starbucks.com if you can see it. It shows AANMX. That's not Starbucks. And you can always tell by the funny looking fonts they're using also. More of the Destiny credit card. Oh, and I see State Farm in here. Now, please confirm receipt, redeem your $90 State Farm, blah, blah, blah. Another thing I know I don't have, so newsletter or something hub.com. That's not State Farm. It would be say.statefarm.com. I mean, I don't even need to look that up. I also have some stuff I threw in my, you know how I like to throw in stuff in my review needed. Norton is one. Let's see. Gain at limes dot something something. I used to be able to read these better. Let me turn it sideways. Ah, there it is. Gain at limesbylemons.com. That doesn't seem to be Norton. We know Norton is an antivirus company. So I'm going to go ahead and spam. So let's look at something else that made it through my inbox, and I just moved it here. Okay. okay. And we can see forms at formexpert.com. This has nothing to do with Xfinity. So I can come here and also hit this with spam. And you notice how they try to use, oh, your service will be interrupted, blah, 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 blah. Because it's to get a little fear. You know, if they don't use trying to lure you with money, it's like, if you don't act now, these things will happen to you. So as you see, with the phone, I didn't click on any links, but I did verify the link by looking at the domain at the end, confirming it. I also have reverse phone, that if I wanted to look up a phone number to see who it was, and a lot of times when it's scammed, they're using that text app, it don't really show. With the emails, I mean, I did open the header so I could see the address where the email is coming from, and look at the domain to see whether the domain is a legitimate company or not, because they are using the company names to make it look like the company. So these are just a few simple things you can do to protect yourself, and I will include the links for that FTC article and other one from the Agriculture Board. But I hope you enjoy this, and I hope to see you next time.